2, 3, 1, 2. N1mm. N1mm. Just in case we need the top camera. Wherever the blooming button is, I can never remember. N1mm recording. And then we start recording OBS, so you catch my screen and the audio. Start recording. Before everything gives up. Hello and welcome back. My name's... By the way, I'm making another video as I make this video about how I make a video, which is one of the reasons I've just fired this little camera up here so I can run the tail end of it. From Callum here in the bunker. Right, so now still recording on all these things because a little red dot in the top corner. So I hit the stop button. It said the movie exceeded the 4 gig. It's been split into 3 files. Probably this one as well. 3 files. And I think we only used this camera a couple of times, but even so, most of it will be scrap. And then we hit the stop button here on the screen. So where's the stop button? Right, next job. I just need to exit N1mm because that's the video I was making. 1mm. So a lot of people kind of want to replicate that. Oh, well, what do I do? How do I do it? How does it work? And that sort of thing. So we've got all the files. So the next thing I do is just grab every memory card and I'm going to start recording my screen again. Then I go to projects, right click, new folder, N1mm intro. I have already got a blank project all set up that I will copy into there. This is going to be in 1080p, so I will not in 4K. Now it's just a case of going to footage, and I've got ceiling cam, main cam, OBS, phone, side cam, and you'll see why in a minute because I need to grab all the files. Super deluxe memory card reader here, and we've got 3 files, and these we'll copy these files and put them into side camera. I'll remember then which camera is which. It just allows me to, I've made that many mistakes over the years by deleting the wrong stuff. So I do it this way now. So I'm just going to run around all the cameras and copy all that over, okay? Oh, all right, I just remembered. I normally leave the memory card in the camera. Otherwise, I forget which card because I've got 3 cameras, 3 memory cards. So I have to wait for this one to finish and then put it back in the camera. I don't format it yet because I've made that mistake. I always format the card before I do a project, not after I've done a project, in case I need to retrieve the footage again. I'll put that one back in. This is the main camera, camera 1. Footage, main camera. While that's doing that, I'll also go to the screen capture, and that's the big file. That's this one here. I'm going to cut that and put that into OBS. Now that has got both my audio and the screen on it. I just know where my main audio is. That's the audio out of this microphone. We're still copying by the look of it, and then I'll do the ceiling cam. So I use Extreme Pro memory cards, and that'll do. I mean, your average, where you get 4 gig per 15 minutes roughly, and I'm only doing, I don't know, 3 or 4 videos at once maximum. Okay, that's copied over. So this is ceiling cam. Put that in there. And on this video, I think I've only used the ceiling cam out of all this data for about 5 seconds, but I never quite know how much of it I'm going to use. See, so I just record everything. Right, so I will just let that run. This is the memory card, so we'll just shut that down while I'm watching this one here. That is OBS, which is my screen capture. And I do live streaming on that as well. So I'll just leave this here. I'll fire up another filey thingy. Videos, projects, N1MM intro, media. This is all A-roll stuff. Footage, ceiling cam's going. So let's get the main camera. I'll drag and I'll drop that in there. OBS, I'll drag into there. I'm not using the phone. Side camera, I'll drag into there. And that ceiling cam's finished now. I can drag that into there. So all these shots we're going to splice together into a multi-cam environment. All right. So you're on my shitty little phone there. Right, so how do we do that? I'll go back to my N1 intro and I'll rename this N1MM intro. This is very weird, making a film, about making a film. But anyway, now, I normally run a 4K monitor here, but because it's YouTube and I don't want to confuse you or anything, so you can see the screen, I've left my screen at 1080p, all right? So I'll grab all my footage, all of this, and I'll drop it into my A-roll. And that should be going in, and it's generating something. Oh, OBS at 25 frames a second. Right. I've got to change that sometime. It's generating something called a peak file. Okay, you don't need to know what that is right now. But I've got to take all these down to there, right click, and create a multi-camera sequence. And I want you to sync it all to audio. I've got 10 clips here. He's literally splicing the whole blooming lot together, probably in 3 or 4 chunks. We'll see in a minute. I've done a lot. And there it is. Woohoo. This is going to be gigantic. And I want to see all the audio files. So let's have a look. I've normally got a bigger screen than this, as I said. Right, let's unlink all of that. All these are really quiet. I can tell that my main audio, I'm deleting these, is this one here. Where, oh, it says for phone as well. Downloads, program files. Yeah, it is. I'm going to link these two back together. Save it. How do I edit this? It's pretty simple. And then you'll realise why my productivity is so high. Right click, display mode, multicam. So for instance, here is my 4 cameras. And as I play this, 299, I can click around and we hear Mike M0MSN. There's Mike, and he's got a new toy as well. So as you see, I've created lots and lots of edit points here. Do you see it? As I run through the footage, you can see all the edit points. And that's how we do multi-camera. And then basically, when I'm done, I hit the export button. I'm not going to show you how to use Adobe Premiere because it's there's people on YouTube that do that. Once it's exported, well, wouldn't you like to know what happens? I need to upload it to YouTube, create a thumbnail, create the title, and put a description in, and then wait 24 hours, and then I can put the subtitles on auto-magically that YouTube does. Roughly, in a nutshell, that's how I create a video. All right, so Sorry if I've recorded all this on my tiny little pathetic camera, but I couldn't use the main cameras because I was using them to record the video that I was showing you what I was recording. Next video's coming up. Bye for now.